This is a Podfire production.
It's the highest of standards, on the peak we have landed. It's not silver, it's not gold, you want the best, take advantage. Go platinum. You know you wanna do it. Go platinum, you know you wanna do it. Go platinum.
So we are here at the Podfire Studios on the Gold Coast in Arundel. Once again, the boys are still overseas, so I have with me again, I've got Jez. Good morning, Jez.
Woohoo.
Woohoo, yes, a bit of woohooing. And Zac at the end there.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, everyone.
Afternoon. Sorry.
I got him with the old
good.
morning. And we are in our Christmas attire because this is our Christmas edition of the show. It's our last show for 2022. Jez, what's your shirt say there?
Can't read upside down. Believe in your elf.
Believe in your elf, which is a really good thing to do.
Inspirational, isn't it?
It is inspirational. It's that time of year when we need to be inspired. And how did that go for you, Zac? A bit inspired?
Oh,
I'm always inspired by Jez, eh?
yeah, so am I.
What do I do?
Well, that's exactly right.
Blows me
mate.
off my feet every day.
I'm inspired to be like Jez. And Zac, just a Pokemon Christmas, a bit of Pikachu love.
Yeah, well, the Pokemon experts got to look the part, right?
Yeah, that's right. And like, I think without knowing, I think we've actually nailed it between us because you've got the current generation of cartoon with Pokemon, and I've gone back to the 60s and 70s with Fred Flintstone. Been a very Fred Flintstone Christmas. Do you know Fred Flintstone? Who he is?
Of course.
Whew.
Can we get what you said before?
What I said before. Well,
Yeah.
you gave us a woohoo, so there's nothing. I should be quite honest and give a big yabba dabba doo. So it's a yabba dabba doo Christmas from me, a woohoo Christmas from Jez, and well, Pokemon. Do they even talk?
They say their name.
Pikachu. That's it. So welcome to that card guy. Ruby's joined. Why is Ruby joined? Oh, because we're not using her phone, so she's joined that way. Deep stacking. I like the name of that, but we've got Goldie GC as well. That's Rach. Rach is coming to us via the interweb from New Zealand, so big hello to Rach.
On the line.
She's on the line from all the way from New Zealand. So half an hour of merriment this week. Bit of Christmas love for everyone.
Speaking of Christmas love, Rob,
Yeah.
I know you didn't want to do it,
What are we doing?
but Zac and I decided we'll take a turn, and what are we going to do? Do you want to do yours first, Zac, or mine first?
Oh, hang on.
We'll go me.
Go you first, because yours is a bit different to mine. Here you are, mate.
Got you a Secret Santa, Rob.
Oh, damn it, I forgot. You got me a Secret
Yeah,
Santa.
well,
They're both
Oh,
for you.
look at this.
thought you were a bit of a Barbie doll, so
Yeah.
I am. I don't know if people can see that, but he's got me a pack of Barbie doll cards, which, should we crack them open
yeah,
now?
I'll crack
Yep.
them for sure.
Crack them open now. Okay.
Get those one-of-one
This-
Kens going.
This is... well, I'm hoping for a bit of Cindy. But anyway, that's... is Cindy Barbie's friend? Is Cindy Barbie's friend, Rubes? She doesn't know. She's just pretending. Okay, so... Oh, look at these. For the replay, Rubes, we'll have to get gold medal Barbie. I love my Olympics. We've got Italian Barbie. That'll be for Chris for reasons I'll explain later. Glamour Barbie. Someone's been at these Barbie cards already because they're stuck together.
Ooh.
I have absolutely no idea what's
What
happening
have you
here.
got
I
there?
have no idea.
What have you got there?
This is something I don't know. Barbie is the Queen of Hearts. I actually have no idea what that is.
It's a little booklet.
It's a very no. They were just stuck together still. It's a limited edition numbered card. Now this is where Barbie knows Barbie's stuff, right? Because in the NBA, how many cards are normally numbered in a set? Like we got down to 25 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbie. I've got number 3,965 or 4,285 cards produced.
It's pretty low print.
It is a low print for Barbie. It's the lowest print Barbie card I've ever seen. So, Zac, mate, from the bottom of my heart, that's pure love.
My pleasure.
Thanks, mate.
That's
good.
Zac's present to you, and
Oh dear, I really had no idea about this. We've got a guest who's waiting. Oh, look at this!
we've got a present for you here, Rob. From
Wow. I'll show the
it's
camera.
Ruby's artwork.
Ruby's artwork. What's with the back bit there? That's like the Essendon sash and a
Yeah,
and
we
a
got
face
Don
on
the
front.
Sash.
And a Thanks, Ruby, for the bow. I'm pretty sure that's your. This is what I walked in on you guys
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
back, and I thought there was something. I didn't know what was going on, to be honest. Let's open this up, and I feel a bit embarrassed, but because I forgot. I remembered my shirt. Oh, there's bubble wrap. Now, this is special. What's most special is this has come out of the local card shop, and I'm pretty sure these guys didn't pay for it, which I'm really impressed by. So I love pandas. Now, these are made by Tops. There's 14 to collect.
How many have you collected?
I've got about 12, because they're nice and cheap, and I just open them up when I've got the rare. I wouldn't have a clue. I've got the purple panda. So we'll put that up on the YouTube when we get to that point. Oh, look at. Guess what the panda's name is?
Oh, what is the name?
Mary.
Mary.
Mary, as in Mary like Christmas.
That's perfect.
Who'd have
That
thunk?
couldn't be any better.
Who would have thunk it? That is outstanding. We'll get a picture of Mary and definitely the Queen of Hearts Barbie card. That is ridiculous. Have a look at that.
Got to get that in a penny sleeve
Mate,
as soon as possible.
I'm going to get it bloody well graded. It'll be the first ever Barbie card graded.
Ooh.
In fact, it's going to be the first ever Barbie card graded, and we'll do it as a giveaway next year on the podcast at some stage.
Yes.
I mean, everyone wants a Barbie card. My phone keeps dinging off, but we need to make a call because we're going to start the week this week with our Aussies Making a Wave little segment.
Making waves.
Let's see, what have we got? Why are they stuck together like Zoom magazine stuck together? Yes, Bailey. Bailey, honestly, you just went a little too far. So, yeah, 60s and 70s. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're all picking on how old I am. That's good. We'll keep going. Aussies Making a Wave. We talked about the NBA last week, boys, but it was funny because I was talking to someone about NBA and the Australians this week, and he is the host of a podcast of his own.
Ooh.
And that podcast is about NBA, and it's produced here in Southeast Queensland. It's called Ball Don't Lie. So we're going to give Mal, who is the man on the plan,
Man
with a plan, and we're going to see if he answers the phone.
Love the ringing.
I know, it's just not even a special effect. It's actually ringing.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Mal. It's Rob here from the PSG podcast. How are you?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all.
I'm running 2 from 2 now with these phone calls to people, and they've answered both times. So I feel like
Is it because you've set something up beforehand, or
maybe, mate? I've got Jez and Zac here with me. Mal, you are the host of Ball Don't Lie, Australia's premier NBA podcast. Am I correct?
Yep. That sounds about right.
It's
no word of a lie in that. Yep.
Well, the ball doesn't lie, so why would Mel or Rob lie? It's one of the great podcasts. It is a lot of fun, the Ball Don't Lie podcast. So, mate, but we're ringing you because we wanted to talk about Australians playing a bit in the NBA this week. See what's been happening.
There's a bit of action going on. I mean, Dyson Daniels, I know, is the one that everyone wants to talk about. His name might suck, but his game at the moment, it doesn't. Certainly doesn't.
This is why I like your podcast, Mel, because even little things like that, his name might suck, but Mrs. Daniels, if you're listening, he didn't really mean it. It's a nice name.
it's an all right name.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
What's his brother's name? Doesn't his brother have a weird name as well?
Oh, there's quite a few weird brother names over the NBA. They're too hard to keep track of.
Yep.
To be honest.
So how's he been going?
He's been going really well. His defense has been amazing. He's been tasked with the Lucas and Chris Paul over the last few weeks. He's really been balling out in that spot. He's really considering it's his rookie season.
Yep.
He's doing quite a good job in that young Pelicans team with a Zion who's back and healthy, and considering we've only got about 20 games into the season, we're still sort of in that early first sort of stage of it. Signs are really looking good for Dyson Daniels, and of course, if we stretch that into the future, maybe a Boomer's future with him as well.
How good would that be? The Pelicans have been going pretty well. Who's your team, Zac?
Blazers.
Blazers. We don't have any Aussies on the Blazers. Who are you?
The Bulls.
The Bulls. We don't have any Aussies on the Bulls, and I'm the Jazz, and we got rid of all them. Okay, let's go to the next Aussie. Mel, who else have we got going overseas? Going well in the NBA at the moment?
Well, it's hard to go past my favourite, and I know a lot of people's favourite, in Josh Giddey. This week he notched up 1,000 career points. A couple of weeks ago, just after he got back from his ankle injury. Notched up his second triple-double in his first 2 games in MSG.
Yep.
Him and Walt are the only players
two,
to do
yeah.
that.
How cool is that?
Yep, indeed. Strangely, the only thing that's sort of holding Giddy back at the moment, 2 things, to be honest. His shot, it's coming along. It's getting there. And SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is absolutely balling out at the moment. And if anything, that's hurting the amount of ball that's going through Josh Giddey, just because he's having it's looking like it's going to be either an all-star or on the cusp of all-star season for Shai Gilgeous, unless, of course, OKC do what OKC have done over the last couple of years and shut it down.
Just
and
sell all the assets.
Yep. Well, they've got a hell of a cupboard. So
they do.
It's chock-a-block full.
They've got some draft picks coming up.
Do we count Kyrie Irving as one of our own?
Mal, we had this discussion yesterday.
We did. He's born in Melbourne. So, yeah, and what he's doing on the basketball at the moment, it's very easy to forget how talented he is. And often, strangely, when he has one of these off-the-court dramas or issues, his basketball actually explodes in a positive way. And that's kind of what we're seeing now when he's on the court.
It's amazing, isn't it, to think that Australia, land down under 20 whatever million people, and we've had, I think Melbourne's had 3 now, haven't they? First round, number 1 draft picks.
Ben Simmons, was it?
Ben Simmons and Andrew Bogut.
Mm-hmm.
So certainly punching above our weight in the NBA. Mal, tell people how they can listen to your podcast, mate, because I love it. I listen to it every week, sometimes twice.
Yep. Well, Ball Don't Lie Australia podcast. We're on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, wherever you get high quality podcasts. We'll be there. Make sure you do jump on. We're also on the socials, Facebook, Insta, and we've also got a promotion coming up in January for Jersey January. So if fans jump on there and share a photo with them in their favourite jersey, they can at the end of January win an extra jersey for their collection.
You should see the 3 of us in the studio at the moment, mate. We've got our Christmas shirts on, so
These are our game day jerseys.
These are our game day jerseys for the next week. Mel, thank you so much for coming on. I know we're coming from studio to studio, the Ball Don't Lie studio into the PSG studio. And, mate, Merry Christmas to you and all your people that listen to your show. And, mate, we'll talk to you again next year.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to all yours as well.
Thanks, Mel.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
There you go. We had a bit of an expert talking about NBA stuff.
It was good because I didn't really know much about the Aussies this week.
Well, and, that's the thing. Like, we sit here and talk about trading cards and all that kind of stuff. Mal is a school teacher, but his passion is basketball. And he actually, as a side gig, he is the commentator for the Brisbane Capitals in the NBL 1 for their live streams and things like that. So he really does love his basketball and really loves the grassroots nature of basketball here in southeast Queensland in particular, but right across Australia. So, I mean, we'll talk. Kyrie Irving, he's an interesting one though, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the earth is flat.
It's got some pretty controversial views, to say the least.
But at the same time, as you said, you can't really ignore the fact that he's a
talented basketballer.
Yeah, very talented basketballer. And, the Nets have just quietly started rising up in the East, and they look like the real deal now. Then one of the challengers for the title.
Got the best 3-point shooter at the moment, haven't they?
Who's that?
Yuta Watanabe.
I did
Japanese guy, yeah.
So
got the highest percentage at the moment.
Fair income.
3-point shots.
See, it's just become a 3-point league, hasn't it?
Pretty much.
So I mean, and how long ago was it? Sorry, Jez, I know the NBA isn't your
Not my wheelhouse. But
not your wheelhouse, but wasn't that long ago that the East was seen to be the weaker of the 2 divisions?
Yeah, I believe so.
And now have a look at them.
Pretty stacked, aren't they?
It is. It's stacked. Philly are playing well again now, and Boston, the Raptors.
Boston look pretty unstoppable, don't they?
They do. They which will make Stash happy, who is normally here, but he's over there watching a few Boston games. So
come back with a vengeance this season.
They have, and look, I mean, there was a few little changes, but nothing dramatic.
Nah, nothing big.
But sometimes that's all you need to do. Let's have a look at PSG this week at PSG, and a few maybe
a couple more times.
A couple more times. Let's throw the name. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here for PSG. Who are we here for?
Yeah, for Rob. I thought we were for Rob.
Well, obviously, because I've got a panda that I can't take out of my hand at the moment, and I got a packet of Barbie cards with this amazing.
Got Mary the panda.
Mary. Not Mary. Mary. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Mary panda.
Merry Panda. So we've still got the promotion going. The first card that gets a Platinum 10 will get a $500 voucher. If more than one goes off before the end of January, the second, third, fourth, they'll get a $100 voucher to spend at one of our submission partners. Not with us, at one of our submission partners.
What's the closest we've gotten? Just one subgrade off?
Oh, multiple times.
Multiple times.
Multiple times we've had the
It's
10.
usually the centering that's just...
Centering in a Pokemon card normally does it.
Yep.
So have we had Pokemon cards that have been one subgrade off?
Yep.
Or-
Yeah, and
wow.
only the centering. So they're close. A few AFL cards, NRL now too with those Legends cards. So there's a variety. And we always say it, but Dragon Ball really do grade very well. So seen anything interesting? Actually, I got one in my head, but have you seen anything interesting for this week? In something that we've either sent back or...
No, to be honest, I've kind of been trying to get through them, so I'm not really paying attention to them.
What about for 2022? What's the most interesting one you've seen?
The most interesting card would be the that Queen card with the
That was mine. That was what I was going to say.
with the Queen sticking her finger up her nose.
Yeah, there was a card. Fair income, Zach. Queen sitting there
What
having a quick
digging
pick.
for gold.
what set is this from?
Pro set. It's a it's a pro set thing, and it's all. So the person that sent this one in sent in about I think 6 or 7 different ones. There's one of
they're all from
King Charles, and all those kind of things. But there's one of the most interesting ones that I've seen. I think the best one I've seen, or when I say best, was to be able to see one of the One Piece cards.
Yeah, they're cool. The two we got so far 3 that's come through.
Yeah,
two
the
of them were
Japanese ones.
Shanks, and one of them was a Luffy.
Pretty challenging to research though.
They are very challenging to research.
Well, the first one that came through we were okay with because the person who dropped it in it was a submission done at Westfield. They literally dropped it in and explained to me exactly how to research that card, which was thank goodness.
What a legend.
I know, what an absolute legend. But yeah, they're a bit interesting. What about you, Zach? You haven't been here as long as us two, but
I still can't go past that lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I saw 2 weeks
yes.
ago.
If Steve's watching, that they are not far away from being sent back to you either. So, and they are bloody nice cards. So yeah, they're the ones. Liam Gazard's just joined, and so is Omar. Now Liam's got a bit of the COVID, a bit of the spicy cough. So
Is he the one working the shop? Or?
yeah, they've both got it. Liam
Yeah,
and
right.
Ben up in Brizzy both got the spicy cough. So
Give it to each
buggers.
other.
well, apparently not. I asked that, but apparently they did not. But yeah, they're both feeling a bit under the weather. So get well soon, boys. So we have the Platinum 10. We've got the 2 for $50 promotion running on the side as well.
Do we? Is that
Yep.
still going?
That's still going, yeah. And we've got also check out some of our affiliates.
Got 10% off with gift cards in the store.
No, that's the local card shop.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to mix the two together.
not?
No, but well played. I'll give you that commission later on. Nice work. So what we've done a few of, and to people, anyone in South Australia that came to the show, what's happening at the moment, Jez, with their cards?
They are all finished. They've all been graded. Rob is currently going through ka-chunking them all.
Ka-chunking is a technical term for putting them in the case, because that's the noise it makes.
And they will soon be getting photoed and sent back to you all.
Yep, so they are all graded, so they're on their way back. But South Australia, we went to the card show in South Australia. That was a lot of fun for Liam. He went there. But we are going to make a call now to someone else. 2 in 1 week. Can you believe it? So because in about a month and a half from now, there's another card show.
In Adelaide?
No, in Melbourne.
Ooh.
And it's called the Card Show Melbourne. So let's give Kane a call. And we'll get him on the line and he can explain what is going to happen at the Card Show Melbourne. So this is our 3rd attempt at
Rob,
Ringing
can we
People
3 from
Live.
3?
Or can we be 3 from 3? Kane's at work at the moment though, so there's a little bit more pressure on this one. And he works on a building site. So
It's a few rings.
that is a few rings.
A few too many rings.
Calling Elvis, is anybody home? Oh no. Have we got one? Yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah. No, it's not that one.
That's not it.
We are going to try one more time for Kane. And if it doesn't work, we'll get Kane on in the new year if it doesn't quite make it. But that's all right. Yeah, so the Card Show Melbourne, it's at the Cranbourne Turf Club.
Ooh.
Yep.
Kane. It's Rob.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's
How
all
are
right.
we?
Mate, you've let me down big time because I've been playing up that no one's ever not answered the phone. And I'm going to be 3 from 3 today, and 2 from 3 is not bad.
We haven't called Chris on here yet. So.
No, we haven't.
Haven't I, mate?
Mate, welcome to the PSG podcast, Kane. I've got Zac and Jez with me,
Hello.
and we were just
How are we, lads?
Good yourself, mate?
Yeah, good, buddy. Good.
Oh my goodness!
Clearly not good.
Clearly he is not good. So we are going to give Kane a big swerve right now, and we're going to go to another card show. No, not at all. We're going to go to the to the Card Show Melbourne, which is at Cranbourne on the 29th of January. Platinum standard grading will be there. Local card shop will be there, but my wife doesn't know that she's coming down to do that. Here he comes. Let's see if we get him. Okay, Kane, what the hell's going on? You're killing me here. We're live. Hello? Oh, hang on.
Oh, no.
Oh,
it's
no. Hang on.
disconnected.
No. We'll get him. We're going to get him.
Audio.
Yeah, where's that thing that says audio? There it is. And here we go. We got you back, Kane.
G'day, boys.
Hey.
Sorry about that. I'm just
All
in
right.
a bad reception.
Mate, tell us about, before we lose you again, tell us about the card show on the 29th of January in Melbourne.
Yeah, well, obviously super excited. Kind of just trying to go off a couple of the other bigger card shows that are around Australia and whatnot, but bring it to the suburbs kind of thing, because I know a lot of the people I've spoken to in the past just hate going to the city, and all the good big ones really are in the city. So it's southeast Melbourne, which is Cranbourne, and nice and close to my house to set up the first one. And
now we're getting the real reason.
yeah, but eventually, I want to be able to, so I want to do southeast. Then if this goes well and successful, I want to do like a northern one and a western one.
Yep.
So everyone doesn't have to travel, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Having said that, though, it's going to be worth the travel, though.
Oh, 100% it is. We're going large.
Holy heck, I'm travelling 2,000 Ks, mate.
I know. You're definitely putting in, so we do appreciate it. But yeah, so we actually wanted to give something back as well for going to a card show, and it's a bit hard charging $20 a head, and I've had a few people call me out on it at times, but the way we're looking at it is you go to a sportsman's night with someone of the name of Adam Trelaw, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, don't get me wrong, but he's a ripper lad and a good person more than anything, and you go to a sportsman's night with someone like that at a footy club, and they're charging you $50, $60 straight up for one name.
So I haven't told anyone about that.
Sense,
I haven't told anyone about your guests, so tell us about the guests as well.
Sorry.
No, that's good.
Yes.
This is a good segue.
So, so we've got a few locked in. Adam Trelaw is probably the biggest name. Sorry to go there straight up. We got Brian Lake. Brian Lake's making a stop in.
I used to like that other guy, Brian Harris. He was all right too.
I actually I had a couple of cold beverages with him not too long ago, and he is one of the greatest humans I reckon I've ever met.
Look, I've got a
and he makes jokes about Brian Harris.
Mate, I've got a few blank looks on the faces here. So for the people that don't know, Brian Harris changed his name to Brian Lake while mid-career. So you can actually get Brian.
It was a big move.
It was a big move, and quite well known for chasing a discount. Old Brian Lake too.
Is it bad?
Brian's bargains. How good are they?
Yeah.
So they are great.
How good are Brian's bargains?
Brian's bargains, and Zac doesn't know who Brian Lake is either.
I'm with Zac as well.
The guy won a Norm Smith medal 5-6 years ago.
Rob, what did I say, mate? I only know AFL for about 3 years ago.
Oh God, mate! Kane working with young blokes, mate. I tell you what, it's killing me.
It's hard.
Mate.
The bloke won 3 premierships. He played in Hawthorn's 3-peat.
Yep.
Only played 3 years at the Hawks. I think it was about 46 or 49 games.
3 premierships, a Norm Smith medal.
Yeah, done everything in a short time at Hawthorn. Won a actually, I didn't know until I actually looked him up for the card show. He won I believe it's the Charlie Sutton medal. Is that?
Yeah, the Charlie
Bulldogs
Sutton, which is
best and fairest?
Bulldogs best and fairest. So we don't count that because it's only the Bulldogs.
He
But
won one of them. When you're a couple of time All Australian, I think it counts. So it was in a good side. It wasn't when they were rebels. So
true enough. Yes, mate. So
yeah, he had an amazing career, and as I said, an even better bloke. So that's what I was most excited about.
The one I want to know
young
about is the
one
arm
played
wrestler.
Pokemon.
What about the arm wrestler?
So this bloke is he's he's done a lot, and if people actually look into him, he's one of my mates that doesn't give me mates rates anymore.
Oh, Jesus.
So is he your mate, really?
That's the worst.
He's looked after us. He's looked after us. He's an absolute ripper. If you actually look up, I believe it's Jake Ward runs for cancer or something like that. Runs for breast cancer. He actually ran from Queensland to Melbourne.
Holy heck.
I think it was Queensland or it was top of Sydney. What did Croft do? Croft done Sydney to Melbourne?
I have no idea what Croft did. I don't. He's Hawthorn as well. No,
So the
Croft
one
didn't.
Croft done, he had to beat him. So I think it was 1,000 K.
Oh, really? So
I
he
think
did
he ended up doing
1,000 Ks to get to
1,000 Ks.
Melbourne. Holy
Yeah.
heck.
He ran that as just a self-made man, and done it for breast cancer research because it's very close to his heart, losing a couple of family members in the past.
Yep.
And I believe he might have cracked 100K or 50K raised all up for charity.
Yeah,
so
bloody amazing, really.
just incredible.
Yep. And he'll be there as well.
Incredible.
So
Yeah, so he's going to host the event. He's hosted a pay-per-view for arm wrestling. They took him over to Dubai, and so it was actually on pay-per-view and for the biggest arm wrestling time for the year. And
so
he's doing really well with that. So and he wants to give back to us.
Jez reckons he's a bit of an arm wrestler here.
Honestly, if
And,
someone arm wrestled me, they'd snap my arm in half.
Can I bring Jez down and challenge him?
Well, the great thing is he's not from the sport, so
Oh.
he's more of a commentator and just obsessed with it. And
He's obsessed with
so
that.
it's called the Aussie Arm Wrestler, but it's more like his podcast and everything in his Facebook page.
That's cool.
And it's gone from strength to strength. He gets up to speak to a lot of the guests who are overseas in America, I believe. So a lot of his podcasts when they're live streamed have been early hours in the morning, and he has to crawl out of bed at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and he sits there and has a beer first thing to have a beer with his guests because that's what he does. So
That's what we do here.
pretty funny.
That's what we do up here in Queensland too. Kane, thanks for your time, mate. One last time, tell us when the show is.
So it's Crema and Turf Club, and it's 29th of January 2023, which sounds weird to
Does
say
sound weird.
2023, I believe.
Yep.
And it's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the speakers will be on around between 1 to 2 o'clock, I believe the panel's going to be on. And there's a few guests from the hobby that will be on there as well, so that could be really good. Very similar to other shows, but with a bit of a kick. We've got a comedian coming, and then Adam Trelaw and Brian Lake
mate,
and everything, so it should be really good.
I'll send you my invoice for that gig later on. Mate, I'm the funniest bloke in this room. Yeah, and PSG will be there. And one of the things that we spoke about was getting some cards put up on the big screen under the microscope so we can show people exactly what we look at when we are grading their cards.
That'll be unreal. It should be a great day. And
It will be.
Yeah, plenty of stalls have sold, so there's still a few tables left, but not many. And tickets have been going well, so
Excellent.
it should be an awesome day.
I can't wait to
Thank
see you
you, guys.
there. And we'll catch you soon, Kane. Thanks, mate.
Appreciate your time, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, guys, I'm going to take this off Bluetooth now because I'm really scared that my wife will ring. It wouldn't be the first time. So that's what we're doing. We're going down to the card show.
Who's getting sent down?
At the moment, I'm going down, and we'll see what happens when it comes close to the time. See if we can get flights and things like that. But PSG will make a presence. We'll have a presence there for sure. So Ben Rose, rugby player, is a good arm wrestler. Taylor's joined. How are you, Taylor? Okay, guys, look, we've hit our time, so we're going to talk about a few other things, but we talked about Ball Don't Lie podcast. We talked about the Cranbourne show. We've got the PSG 10s.
Rob got his presents.
I got my presents. Zach has worn the greatest Pokemon shirt I've ever seen. He said to me, "Do you like my shirt?" And he showed me the back, and it was just blue, and I went, "Nah." And he showed me the front, and I went, "Yeah, that's cool."
It's a pretty good shirt.
It is a pretty good shirt. Jez gave us life advice. Believe in your elf.
Believe in your elf.
Yep, that's pretty bloody impressive. Ruby's out there. She has produced all of our podcasts all year. She sticks it all together. She sets up the microphone. She tells me not to move it up here, and she tells me to put it down there. She tells me to move left. She tells me to move right, and then she says, then we end up back in the same spot, I'm pretty sure. What do we want to say to people?
Merry Christmas.
Cards.
Protect your cards, but
And
Merry
Merry
Christmas
Christmas.
mostly. Have a great Christmas and New Year. Spend it with your families. If you get a nice card, you can send it in and get it graded. So thanks, guys, and see you next year.
go platinum.